is. Harmony is just notes in different combinations. And so are the things that appear in our life. They're atoms in different combinations. What appears in our life is atoms, energies, which everything begins in the field, right? Before it's ever physical. And they appear in certain alignments at certain times. So I had a really beautiful physical manifestation of this, which obviously was for us, for this class. So this pendant is really fun. It's a mother of pearl and gold filigree. Actually, usually sits on a different chain. I lost this pendant almost a year ago. I'd done a presentation in Sedona. I wore it for the presentation. I had brought a couple different outfits. You know, like I said at the beginning, the outfit lets me know by the energy what it's going to be that day. So it was a purple dress and this pendant. And the way that I pack my necklaces, I had 2 or 3. And the way that I pack them when I travel is I wrap them up in Kleenex so that the chains don't get tangled. So I did that and I packed everything. So I thought, and I came home. And when I got home and I unpacked, I could not find the necklace, the pendant, and the chain. Nowhere. Found the others. That one was simply, I went through, you know how you do. You go through the bags over and over and over. It's just not there. And I thought, well, maybe it was just in the Kleenex and it got thrown away. Okay. Darn. And then sometime after that, I lost my other favorite pendant. And this one is a sapphire with diamonds. And it's a little rectangle, vertical rectangle that I got for my daughter's wedding, matches some earrings and a ring. And I was going jogging one day and I realized I had it on from something else I'd been doing earlier in the day. And I thought, oh, I don't want to jog with this on. I took it off and I set it right there somewhere kind of on a table or stand by the door in front entry. Off I went jogging. You know, and I don't know that I thought about it right when I got back, but I came back and someday or moment or hour, I thought, where's the necklace? And I couldn't find it anywhere. It was just gone, like vanished into thin air. And so I had learned from one of my previous teachers of energy work, Joe Dunning, that atoms appear and reappear, and they disappear and they reappear. Things manifest when the conditions are right. And she had a little process called Find Something Lost, and it worked pretty miraculously. So I just kind of looked at the energy of that. Like it made things reappear in my life for sure. One of them was a chakra coin, and I did that process on it. And one day I have scarves that hang in the closet, and it literally leapt out of one of the hanging scarves that I pulled out to put on. Like a coin doesn't generally just attach itself to a hanging scarf. So I thought, okay, this works. And that was great. My brain, my human needed some kind of demonstration of that principle in a real way. So now I wanted to play with it myself. I was like, okay, I know these things have disappeared, but I know they also exist somewhere. Even if it went through an incinerator in some garbage thing, it still exists somewhere and it can reappear in a different form. And it was beautiful that this happened. This story I'm going to share happened Easter Eve, you know, and I'd been sitting there that morning, which would be Saturday of this last weekend. I was thinking, resurrection. How can there be resurrection when there isn't death? When death is just a change of energetic address. It's like an appearance, disappearance of form, but it doesn't actually exist. It's just atoms rearranging. So, well, resurrection's atoms rearranging. Okay, that's cool. And I'm playing with that, right? And I'm just looking at that. And then I'm upstairs and my son comes and says, Mom, do you have some earplugs? He needed earplugs for something he was headed out to do that was loud. I said, you know, I left them up at your sister's. Let's look in this drawer. If there were any here, they'd be here. I'm in that drawer all the time. It's just a drawer in the bathroom that I'm in all the time. And I'm crubbing around and I look down and there's a gold chain. And I pull it out and here is this pendant. And it's not wrapped in any Kleenex. It's just in there. And I laugh out loud. I'm like, oh my God, and now is when it was ready to reappear. Now the conditions were right for its manifestation. It's easy, it's simple, oh my God, and there it is. And it just reappears or appears or whatever you want to call it. I'm like, wow, and we're laughing and I'm having such a good time. And then I look back down in the drawer and right next to where this was the other one. And they're both lying there in the drawer next to each other. I lost them in different months in different cities, and they're both in the drawer. And it was the most delightful thing. And it showed me just like completely when the conditions are aligned, things manifest. So what I'd like to invite you to, in your infinite wise awareness in this moment, is to begin feeling into. So look at something, you know, and okay, we're talking body's health, disease, you know, well-being, all that, relationship with yourself, with others. And we're talking about our relationship with our environment materially, abundance. And ask yourself, and then I'm going to unmute the lines here in a minute. And I know they got kind of loud, but I'm going to want to hear from you. Ask yourself, what awareness might I find myself in? Because you got a lot of choices, right? Once we wake up to the fact that we're never just a human, and we're never just one human, and we're never just one human perspective, because as we said in the beginning, we're it already, meaning the God, the whole thing, and everything in our life is pointing us toward it. So if there's something in our awareness, body, relationship, abundance, that isn't appearing like that, it's pointing us toward what we are. That's the only thing happening, or not. There could be a bazillion things happening, but let's just play with that for now. So what awareness might we open into with our bodies? And just ask yourself, because again, this is that moment of, what do you know about that? What awareness could I open into that would create an alignment where the conditions are ripe for manifesting?